County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from Truist Park. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves. A pivotal Game 3 of the World Series is next. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He will lead this one off today. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Heredia is there, and he'll bring this one in. So one down, no one aboard. And in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. Bases are empty, one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And after a very chilly early morning, the temperatures thawed out a bit to 48 degrees here at game time. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting third, the shortstop, Correa.
To the plate now, Carlos Correa. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 2-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
3-2, full count. Swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the run will score as the Astros are off to the early 1-0 lead.
That is good. The third baseman, number 2, Alex.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman. This one's flared out toward left. Swanson is there, and that retires the side. Now to the plate, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Tucker is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now it'll be Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie.
1 out, nobody on.
Freeman.
Two balls and a strike to Freeman. To 2-2 now.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
That is third.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property Adam Duvall. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So 2 down and a runner at first. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Swings through it for strike number 2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Yordan Alvarez. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. All over that one, but a little out in front, foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
That is seven. The catcher, Martin.
Stepping in now, Martin Maldonado. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. On its tailor-made to short, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. So now here is Jose Siri.
The center fielder, Jose Siri.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's it.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Another 2-2 offering. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he fouls this one off. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Austin Riley. The 1-1. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
This is line to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
That is good. The left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That is seven.
Up next, Travis d'Arnaud, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
3-2 now. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Hit on the ground to short, right to him. And there are 2 away now. So stepping in is Guillermo Heredia. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
Heredia.
Lifted in the air to right field. Tucker waits on it, and he makes the play to end the inning. box, Luis Garcia. 9-1-2 due up. A ball and 2 strikes to the Astros pitcher.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So now into the box is Jose Altuve. He flew out in his last AB. A 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So here is Kyle Tucker. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he's certainly capital.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Ian Anderson, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. Liner towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Bases are empty, 1 man out. All even now, 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, here is Freddie Freeman. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Adam Duvall.
Into the box, Adam Duvall. And the count will be full. Freeman stands at second with 2 gone. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Duvall isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The back, the third baseman, Austin.
At the plate now, Austin Riley. In the dirt here. Throw goes over to third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Alvarez has it, and the inning is over. Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Correa is retired, and there's one away. One out, base is empty, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Albies picks it up, and that's the second out. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. To the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Two pitch is fouled away. And now a pitch on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Into the box now, Travis d'Arnaud. Skied into straightaway right. Tucker waits on it. 1 out. That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Rosario stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have...
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Martin Maldonado. Swing a line drive. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Next, here is Jose Siri. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, Sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Hard hit ball to short, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Michael Brantley will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Here comes the 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Altuve. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The set and the 1-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is there. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Blake Taylor, a southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Now at the plate is Ian Anderson. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that misses. 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Tucker. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Ozzie Albies. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Adam Duvall would be next. The 3-1.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. That misses for ball 4 to Freeman as he'll work the walk. 2 down with a runner at first. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property Adam Duvall. From the belt, the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ball even at 2-2. Freeman is off of first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Dansby.
In now, Dansby Swanson. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Ready now is Austin Riley, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. hits are even right now at 5 aside. Looped out towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in is the outfielder Kyle Tucker. The 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Duvall is there to put it away for out number 1. One away for the Astros here in the 6th, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. In for strike 2. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. So here's Yuli Gurriel, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
3-2 pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder Eddie Rosario. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Next to hit is Travis d'Arnaud. Flew out last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The count now at 2-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
Now back, center fielder, Heredia.
So now to the plate, Guillermo Heredia. He swings and misses. Throw down. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Luke Jackson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jorge Soler is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Got him. Next up, Yordan Alvarez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next up for the Astros, Martin Maldonado. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Ripped down the line. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Yimi Garcia is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Chas McCormick will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. So up steps Ozzie Albies, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Fouled off. Fouled away. Grounded down the third baseline. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. So a runner at first now with one away, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. Throw over to the bag, runner back safely. Two and 1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Altuve for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. Chris Martin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55, Chris.
Now to bat, Jose Siri singled in his last at-bat.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus, stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So next to hit is Chas McCormick, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1 and 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The right fielder, number 30.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Kyle Tucker will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Ryan Stanek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45.
So now to the plate, Adam Duvall. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. At the plate, Dansby Swanson just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
To short, hit hard. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
The left fielder, number 8, Eddie Rosario.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. And there's ball 2 now. And he popped him up. Bregman trying to get there, and that's going to land foul. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. William Contreras will be next. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Siri is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. The batter will be William Contreras, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And that is off the wall. And the runner from first comes around to score. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Aire Adrianza will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. The 2-1. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Will Smith comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Soler is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yuli Gurriel. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on screws.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. Aledmus Diaz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Aledmus Diaz.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A ball hit hard to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Up next for the Astros, the catcher.
Stepping in now, Martin Maldonado. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Bregman on second. Diaz on at first with 2 down. Last strike now for Houston. And a fly ball. And this should do it. And that'll do it. The Atlanta Braves are back on top. They're the World Series champions.
Well, they've just clinched the World Series title in front of the home crowd, and no doubt about it, this town is going to be rocking and rolling tonight. Just like this stadium is rocking right now as they celebrate something they'll remember for